Hi. We're going to start on the next in the spotlight, modularizing with functions. Hal owns a business named Make Your Own Music, which sells guitars, drums, banjos, synthesizers, and many other musical instruments. Hal's sales staff works strictly on commission. At the end of the month, each sales commission is calculated according to Table 5.1, which means if they make less than 10,000, they get 10%. 10,000 to 14,999, 12%. 15,000 to 17,999, 14%. 18,000 to 21,999, 16%. And 22,000 or more, 18%. For example, a salesperson with 16,000 in monthly sales will earn a 14% commission, or 2,240. Another salesperson with 18,000 in monthly sales will earn 16% commission, 2,880. And a person with 30,000 in sales will earn an 18% commission, 5,400. Because the staff gets paid once per month, Hal allows each employee to take up to $2,000 per month in advance. When sales commissions are calculated, the amount of each employee's advance pay is subtracted from the commission. If any salesperson's commissions are less than the amount of their advance, they must reimburse Hal for the difference. To calculate a salesperson's monthly pay, Hal uses the following formula: pay equals sales times commission rate minus advance pay. So Hal wants us to write a program to calculate this out for him. So we got to get the salesperson's monthly sales, get the amount of the advance pay, use the amount of monthly sales to determine the commission rate, calculate the salesperson's pay using the formula previously shown. If the amount is negative, indicate that the salesperson must reimburse the company. The program 525 is in your book, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this. I've got a blank one already started here. So first thing we're going to do is get sales. So monthly sales is going to be equal to a float input, enter the monthly sales, and then we need to return sales. Next one is to get advanced pay. We don't pass anything on this one either. No. So again, we're going to have this one needs a print statement on here to kind of explain what's going on. So enter the amount of advanced pay, or enter 0 if no advanced pay was given. So need to explain that a little bit more, so we did it this way. So advance is going to be equal to a float input advanced pay, and then we return advanced. And then our last function before we do our main is determine commission rate. And this one needs sales passed in, so we can do it from sales. So if sales is less than 10,000, then our rate is equal to 0.10. So now on the else if, the book has it to where they do else if sales are greater than or equal to 10,000 or less than the 14,999. We already determined with this if statement that sales are not greater than or equal to 10,000. It's less than 10. It's not less. I'm sorry. It's not less than 10,000. So we don't have to put that in this one here. We can just do if else if sales are less than 14,999.99, then rate equals 0.12. Else if sales are less than 17,999.99, then rate is equal to 0.14. Else if sales are less than 21,999.99, then rate is equal to 0.16. Else, everything else, sales are equal to 0.18. And then we just return rate. So now our main, move this up a little bit here so it's a little bit higher. There we go. Sales going to be equal to get sales. Advance pay going to be equal to get advance pay. Our commission rate is going to be equal to determine commission rate, and we have to pass in sales for that one. Then our pay is going to be equal to our sales times our commission rate minus our advance pay. We just need to print this out. Pay is $, and then a curly brace, pay, colon, comma, dot, 2F, end curly brace, period, end quote, end parentheses. Okay. All we need to do now is determine if this is below 0. If it is, then we need to tell them that they have to pay the company back. So just do an if statement here. If pay is less than 0, print the salesperson must reimburse the company. Okay. And then call main. So I need to save this. I've already done this once, so I'm gonna save it over the same file. I've already got out there. Okay, I had something else open on there, so I need to close that off. So try it again. There we go. Okay, let me pull this over. I'm going to use the same data. That they had in the book for the output. Run this. Okay, so the monthly sales, 14,650.00. So the amount of the advance, 1,000. And so the pay is, whoops, that's messed up there. Left something off of it. Let's see here. The pay is $, curly brace, pay, colon, comma, 2F. So let me see what's going on here. Oh, I probably left the F off the front of it. I do that every once in a while. Yep. Okay, so let's run it again. Sales 14,650. Advance was 1,000. There we go, 758. Okay, so let's see how many more times we're going to run this. I think just one more. Nope, two more. So we'll run it again. And so the monthly sales, 9,000. The advance pay was 0, and so they get paid $900. We'll do it one more time. So the monthly sales this time was 12,000. The advance that they wanted was 2,000. Was the max, and they are in the hole $560, so they need to reimburse the company that amount of money. So, okay, so let's run through these real quick. So I didn't talk about them, so we're going to do that now. Okay, so we did the main. So line 5 calls the get sales function, which gets the amount of sales from the user and returns that value. The value that is returned from the function is assigned to the sales variable. Line 8 calls the get advance pay function, which gets the amount of advance pay from the user and returns that value. The value that is returned from the function is assigned to the advance pay variable. Line 11 calls the determine commission rate function, passing sales as an argument. This function returns the rate of commission for the amount of sales. That value is assigned to the commission rate variable. Line 14 calculates the amount of pay. Then line 17 displays that amount. If the if statement in lines 20 through 22 determines whether the pay is negative, and if so, displays a message indicating that the salesperson must reimburse the company. The get sales function determines the definition is next. So there's that. Purpose of the get sales function is to prompt the user to enter the amount of sales for a salesperson and return that amount. Line 28 prompts the user to enter the sales and stores the user's input in the monthly sales variable. Line 31 returns the amount in the monthly sales variable. Next is the definition of the get advance pay function. Purpose of the get advance pay function is to prompt the user to enter the amount of advance pay for a salesperson and return that amount. Lines 38 39 tell the user to enter the amount of advance pay, or 0 if none was given. Line 40 gets the user's input and stores it in the advanced variable. Line 43 returns the amount in the advanced variable. Defining the determine commission rate function is next. This one here. So the determine commission rate function accepts the amount of sales as an argument, and it returns the applicable commission rate for that amount of sales. The if else statement in lines 50 through 59 tests the sales parameter and assigns the correct value to the local rate variable. Line 62 returns the value in the local rate variable. Okay? So if you have any questions about any of this, let your instructor know and they can help you out with it. Bye.